deep diving into these cases is like dancing with the devil. But when you dance with the devil doesn't change. He changes you.
You ain't saying nothing yet.
I love that little clip.
Hilarious.
Hi, Minky, Mandy. Mandy will be up here in a little bit, you guys. Blue Eyes, welcome everyone.
Hello, everyone.
I told people to come over.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
me too.
Lolli did too, yep.
Yay.
Let's see, Brown Eyed Girls. Dumplings.
Hey.
Thank you, mods. I see Eve. Nana's Dragonfly. Welcome, Blue. TJ. We got... Baby.
He called me mid-stretch.
Yeah. We got the
It's
mystery.
like, oh my God, I gotta do this now.
Now they're gonna clip that like he's so sick of her. Save Mark.
I didn't see
TJ.
it.
Oh gosh. We voted for cameras off so everyone can relax and not worry about who's gonna clip what or free shot their shit, make them looking crazy, and we're just gonna have a discussion.
Except for that first 10 seconds.
Yeah, except for that one. My bad. My bad.
Dang, Mark.
Hello.
We have Tammie up here, and you guys can check everyone's channel links is in the description. Tammie is starting her true crime channel. Some of you know she has a tarot card channel, but I was like, her and I talk a lot about these cases behind the scenes, and I was like, you need to start your channel now. I think I've been telling her for like 4, 5 years, 6 years by now. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Tammie's an OG.
It's
like
been a minute. Yeah.
first 100 subscribers, I feel like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely an OG.
Mhm.
Well, I knew you before you started your membership. I knew you before Mark.
Yep. I think it. Yeah, you did. That's a flex right there.
Yeah, I gotta give respect for that.
Hi, Lolo. Hi, Holly. Thanks for being here. I've missed you guys. Oh, thank you for being When Evil Entered, a member for 20 months.
Yes.
I see you online. Thank you. And someone, Sugar and Spice, thank you for becoming a YouTube member.
All aboard the crazy train.
Yeah, I've been not on my channel a lot. I've just been kind of, I really love the job I'm doing. So, and I got more hours there. And so the schedule's been a little like wonky for, holiday time, but I'm getting into it, kind of same schedule. So we'll be able to maybe set some kind of schedule for over here. But, this is share, so I don't want to like set it in stone.
You're right.
It's hard getting in that routine.
It is, yeah. But even though I'm silent on my channel, you guys see me. I'm listening to everybody. I'm taking it in still. I'm just listening a lot more. Hi, Boob TV, Boob Tube, the Boob Tube. Okay, so I asked everyone here to have a discussion tonight on specifically old conversations, what we remember, and I've got some stuff we can pull up too, but because another creator was talking about what Summer went missing in and evidence, so that got me thinking of conversations I've had with Dawn, and really early on, me already knowing I think we've been lied to from the beginning, which is what we'll go over tonight in what did Summer really go missing in? Were we all lied to? What makes us think this, or me think this? What do you guys remember of these conversations? As well as the comment with the evidence. They're never going to find the evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember this?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, after a pause, because there wasn't any. And we know
Yeah.
Dawn self-edits because he was already aware, because someone was coaching him much before I ever got in the picture, and we know who that is. Tim Mullen, what up, homie? Right?
Can't get warmed by a painted fire.
Can't get warmed by a painted fire.
Where's your banjo at?
Mm.
Yes. So, yeah, that's very telling to me. And then I'll pull up the text where Dawn Wells, and up here, so Tammie knows a lot of behind the scenes with Dawn Wells. Lolli, were you in the Wells scene? I know for sure in Sebastian. In
Yes, I
Sebastian's
was.
case. Were you in Summers? Okay.
Hmm.
So that'll be interesting because I don't know. I'm sure I honestly don't remember if I've seen any of your summer stuff. There was so many of us, and to follow
Right.
everyone, yeah. So that will be interesting because for me, your opinions on it and point of views on it will be new for me. I think, unless
Okay.
it triggers something when I'm hearing you. So that's interesting. Justin, I know, has had his own interactions with the Wells, so there's
Have I
that
ever?
as well.
Hmm.
And then Mandy will be joining as well, and she's definitely, heavy into Summer's case.
But nobody knows them like Cher, though.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
Well, I think there's other people that know, but I'm just the one that they knew they had to cut out because I did this one saying that pisses people off, but they know that I know.
Don has been on a Facebook tour lately.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, he's been kind of venting a lot. Him and Candace have been kind of fighting again. And so
Imagine
some of you guys know I've been working privately and silently and speaking to a lot of Seventh-day Adventist ex-members.
How do you know they're fighting? Just curious.
It's Dawn and Candace. It's kind of a safe bet.
I just know
Well-
that I don't know if they're fighting currently, but I know definitely recently there was some issues going on.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That was pretty public and clear to see. Plus, I just know their behavior, and
Oh, I
I
don't
just
think we're
know.
talking about the same thing then. I'll have to tell you.
Well, there's been forever an issue between those two, so I mean, now you got me curious, Justin. Now you
Yeah.
got me curious. Well, the church will keep them together anyway, because that's what they've been doing. I mean, that's why. That's why Robin Lane was so present and always at their house, and why she always had phones going with both, even when they weren't, in the same area. Why she would have one phone up with Candace, one with Dawn, and she was just a forever permanent fixture. She was the one keeping them together. It's still the thing going on now, the damn cult church. But yeah, all ex-members I've been speaking to, who are all female, by the way, which then got me going back through conversations with me and Robin Lane, and remembering what Robin Lane even said very publicly, calling, Summer was the special one, and the special attention we all know and could see. There's no
Right. It was obvious.
there's no denying. Yeah, it's very obvious and in our face that, and even so far, Robin said her own daughter was even like trying to get in situations and help, and why was only Summer allowed, kind of. So Summer was very favored, and we know that the videos that, all got taken down quite mysteriously around the same time we were figuring out who the videographer probably was. Tim Mullen, what up, homie?
Where's your banjo?
Yeah,
Are you talking about the videos of Summer at the church, or just in general the videos?
At the church.
At the church.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yep.
Oh yeah, and he wouldn't respond to you when you asked him. He would not answer that.
Yeah.
He said something.
He
weird
liked
shit to
trolling
Dawn.
everybody.
Yeah.
If you reached out to him and say, "Yeah, I'll answer all your questions, whatever."
Yeah.
So then you write him, and he basically just give you a runaround saying, "I already answered all this," or blah blah blah.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
He would text Mark and be like, basically like, your wife, like, control your wife's mouth or some weird shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no. It was so fucking weird.
I know the videos that he did, that series, I think there was 3 or 4 of them. That was some creepy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to find the exact clip of, because I have it on my live, but there's so much that I have public, so much I have private, and so much I haven't even like put, like it's still sitting in a phone. You know what I mean? But we had the conversation. So let's start with when I was live with Dawn, and we had the conversation, and I said, do not tell any YouTubers what Summer really went missing in. We'll start with Justin, then Lolli, Tammie. But do you remember that and his response? And what did you think about that? Do you remember what his response was?
I don't remember that.
Me neither. I don't remember his response.
Tammie?
I thought he said something like, because you had told him don't tell anybody what you think she was wearing, not what she was wearing when she went missing, correct?
Yeah, I said Don, do me a favor and don't tell any YouTubers what Summer really went missing in.
Right.
Oh, you told him that.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
And his response to me, and this is on live, so people can go ahead, call me a liar. It will be found and played. His response was, I won't. No, I won't. Don't worry, I won't.
Hmm.
But weren't we all told, and isn't it on the missing flyer and the Amber Alert what she was last seen in? Don't we all have that,
Yeah.
that video of her in that, tracksuit? That's what we're all led and said that she went missing in, right?
But
Which
you
is
said
weird.
that-
Though.
You
Her
said
it
that,
was-
picture was her long hair too, and
right.
Right, and that's because Robin Lane inserted herself, right? The church folk inserted themselves and said, here, these are better pictures of her. And the picture of her was with longer blonde hair that's inside the church, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, in her red Christmas dress that's done inside that church.
Right, right.
Right?
Steps, yeah.
Justin?
Yes.
So that's interesting. But then we have the picture, which is on the thumbnail. We all know the one with Dawn holding her. And she's in the floral dress. That's a jean top, flowers on the bottom, and then some leggings. Freshly shaved head. Freshly shaved head.
Yeah.
Dawn sent that to me
He's
as
got a
well
weird
as
look
other
on his
creators.
face.
Yeah, and he's crying. And I have the text. I'll pull that up in a minute. Where he says to me, that's my last picture with my baby girl, and I had to pose for this.
Yeah. That was
Really?
always weird.
Yes.
It's a very weird photo. It's like he realizes something is going to happen.
Right.
Well, when you ask him, don't tell the YouTubers what she really had on when she went missing. To me, that's like you're saying, well, you know what she had on when
Right.
she went missing
Mhm.
versus what everybody else thinks. So you really know, so you were there, is what the question sounded like to me. And then he answered it and said, I won't. So that makes me even think more that he knows.
they gotta know.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yes. I'll tell you, speaking of her hair, Cher, there was that live that you were on. You had Dawn on there and Benny Keys was up there. And Dawn made the comment that she had grown so tall that you wouldn't even recognize her, and her hair is so long now. Do you
Yeah.
recall that?
I do
Yeah.
remember that.
I always question that. How would he know that? How would he know that?
it's hard with them because he could have honestly gone on that night with that in mind, wanting to say just to throw people off and fuck with people.
Don loves to fuck
Unfortunately,
with people, even in
yes.
his daughter's case. That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
he really
it's just-
does. The shit that I talked him out of doing that he thought would be funny to do for YouTube, it was ridiculous.
yeah. He loves to poke people.
Yeah. So I mean, it could be. I mean, honestly, there were times he would be like, "I should do this, share, or whatever," and then I'd be like, "Yeah, haha, that's funny," or "No, don't do that, Don." And then we would go live later, and he would do the very thing we talked about, hours before, or he would send me a video, like as simple as the toothpick thing in the mouth hole thing. That was what we settled on. That would be funny instead of him trying to pretend he dug up bones that were summer. I had to talk that man out of going on YouTube Live and pretending to dig his daughter's bones up, people. That's
That's-
not normal.
That's
I know.
horrible.
There's nothing that will ever convince me that Don and Candace and Grandis don't know where Summer is.
Right.
Mhm.
I agree, Justin.
There's nothing. I mean, you can't be outside and say you was outside for a minute or two, and she just randomly went downstairs into that dungeon, and someone was hiding there with 3 boys the entire time,
Right.
or ran up a damn mountain and went to the door, and she automatically was there, and you didn't hear anything.
Right.
Yeah.
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 For their story to be true, all of the stars had to be aligned. And it's just not in their neck of the woods. That's not happening.
Right.
Well, I mean, you can hear people like I don't know if any of you, I know Cher hasn't, but I don't know if Loli or
No, I haven't been there.
any of y'all been there, but like you can hear a car coming down the road for ever. You know what I mean? It's a 1-lane road. Like you either have to, if you can, in some areas, you can get on the side and let someone pass, or you have to literally back out to where you can like let someone pass.
That narrow, huh?
Yes, it's not, it's like a driveway, but it just goes freaking a couple miles back there.
That's one thing. Yeah, I've heard many of you guys that have been there. Yet you all say it's very narrow there.
Yes.
The
Very,
pictures
very.
and videos don't do it any justice.
No.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Mhm.
It's very, very tiny.
And very high up, Justin, is their house like, does it looks high up.
Yeah,
Is it,
like how
It's-
high up is that hill?
It's very high up. It's very, very high up. It's on a mountain. I mean, you can't see it.
right.
People have talked
You know.
about having a hard time even driving up their driveway. It's so steep.
That's why I was asking, because I just pictured it being like really, like almost on a cliff edge almost.
Well,
like,
before Summer went missing, it was even worse. Whenever Summer went missing, someone came and like filled in a lot of that driveway and stuff because it used to wash out, and I mean, it's all kinds of ditches and all of that. I mean, it's like straight up and down.
mhm.
So, sorry, I'm just looking at something.
So a child to just walk down that road as little as she was is probably not something a child would do as bad as the road is.
Wow.
Is what
in-
is
Well,
what
I mean,
I'm at.
she's a
might
country
have-
girl.
Being a country girl, yeah, I was just
Yeah.
gonna say, being a country girl, she might have, because she knew that area or whatever, but she didn't. There was a vehicle used because her scent stops at the end of the road, so she's running around playing. Yeah, there'd be that scent, but in my opinion, there was like either a dirt bike,
Mm-hmm.
a 4-wheeler, or something that was somewhere to scoop her up. There was a vehicle used, I have no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Because a little girl, 5 years old, in that terrain, she would have been found by now and close to home.
Definitely.
I mean, I think Don or Candace took her. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's my opinion.
I want to show you
Um,
an interesting date of something here in a little bit too. Well, I'll show you here, but
I mean, that road, like, there is nobody on it. There's probably like 10 or 12 houses on that road.
Yeah.
You know, like they're all spread out, right? And there's like farms. There's a couple farms on the road. And
like how far
like
apart do you think, like for the neighbors?
far. I mean, it's, you know, it's I mean, there's several acres between
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
houses, right? And like the only way a person goes on that road is if you live there or if you're delivering something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because you don't go to that road to go to anywhere. It's a dead end,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's just a mile, maybe two, right? And you like you can stand out there for a long time and you're not going to see maybe one car if you're lucky. You know what I mean? Like,
So super rural.
very, very um like the what you would consider the main road, which is a 2-lane road. Like, it's farm and it's like big farms. And it takes you a long ass time to get out of there. And then after, like, once you're, you know, going that way, you know, it's just a bunch of farms. And then off of that road, that's Ben Hill Road. And it's just like, it's a country road off of a way more country road. That makes sense.
I watched
Yep.
Scott E. Skulls. He did a video where he was
Yep.
just driving down Ben Hill, and I was amazed at how spread out everything was just watching that video.
Yeah,
And I
I've got a
can
couple
imagine in
videos
person.
of driving there on Ben
Yeah.
Hill.
I can imagine just driving in person.
You should share those out again, Justin, because you know, with the time going by, it's not
Yeah.
that people forget, but everyone's caught up, you know, in the.
I forget. I mean, I
Yeah.
forget about things, you know. I mean, I do, you know, and then I have to be, yeah, I'm like, oh, yeah, that did happen because there's so much to it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And any of us are looking back, and I mean, we're like, oh, I didn't catch that before. Even in conversations I've had with them, I'm like, I didn't fucking see that before. And like, could that mean anything more? Like, how did I glance over that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it would be helpful to go back and listen to some of the times when Dawn was on panel. You share some of the conversations that you guys have had,
Yes.
knowing what we know now. You know, like go back
Right.
to the very beginning ones. And hi, Tammie. Hi, Justin. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Doing good.
And my lovely Sharon, Mr. Mark.
Mark just stepped away to grab something, but thank you for being here, everyone.
No, Cher, we all know that you ran him off.
That's right. He got
Yeah.
sick of sitting beside you.
Yeah. Sher's pulling his hair. Save Mark.
Poor Marky Poo.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. He's in there throwing stuff. Look, he's trying to get out the door.
For real.
Oh.
So one thing, just because I'm like browsing text as I'm on here, looking back at it now, reading through some of it, and also with speaking, because I mean, you guys know how I felt about this church, but cult. It's a cult, It is a cult. I was feeling very much like I was actually low key, like they were trying to recruit me. And a lot of people said that they felt that just by listening. Like they really wanted me hooked up with Robin Lane. They really Dawn wanted me to be part of that church so fucking bad, you know. But reading in some of the texts, it gives me Lori Daybell vibes, you guys, because the cult is very much end times in the Seventh Day Adventist. But this is a whole series I do have planned, and you guys are welcome to join me. But I've been just speaking to people, you know, on my own time, learning things, and you know, I can be quiet with shit for a long time. But I think it's important to get it out there, because I do think that the SDA is heavily involved in, well, at least the Kingsport one there. They sure back the Wells and have a heavy hand. I got Robin Lane texting me about some secret mission was carried out. You know, just looking back in conversations, maybe it's good. And there's always new people coming along to the case, and it's good to go over. Like Mandy was saying, all of us have good stuff that's important that, you know, maybe we should all be bringing back and re-going through together.
Right.
Yeah.
But I want to read this text. It says, I promise you, you won't regret it. I love that church. This is from Dawn to me. I only wish my little girl could be there with us. And my boys, of course. If you seek the true God, he will reveal himself to you. But most people don't spend the time to find out for themselves. They believe prosperity preachers and take others' words for it. It's a personal journey between you and God. Like he said, seek me and you will find me. Seek me while I can still be found. We are in the end times, share. The pre-Advent judgment is happening now and has been happening since 1844. This is the judgment that decides who will be raptured before the earth is destroyed. I have many, many, many conversations that I had to have with Don Wells like this, and
Mm-hmm.
and it's very much Daybell vibes.
I'll never
That's
forget
scary.
the time, I call it the eulogy video, where when Summer first went missing. And
Yes.
I honestly believe that Dawn was standing right there saying, God, and he said this, you know, let me follow you from here on out, like asking for forgiveness. That's what I feel,
Yes. I agree.
for what he knows or did. And
He knows. He absolutely knows.
yes, he does.
Yes.
He does. And there's some things that
All
what
community
was the flute player?
David
David
Dotson.
Dotson. Yeah.
Oh, it was
He's interesting. I've had
was it David
conversations with
Dotson?
him.
I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of the guy that. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I confused David Dotson for Jackie Dobbs a minute ago.
Jackie
When in
Dobbs, who
chat,
shaved his whole body of all of his hair.
in
Yeah,
chat,
that
all
was
the time.
weird.
And
but
David Dotson, who plays the flute at the evening of the moon every night since Summer's disappearance. Whatever he said. I'm gonna find it.
but
Yeah.
he did an interview with, who was it? In the very beginning, they did it with Allie too.
Unmasked.
Unmasked. Thank you.
Yes. 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 Okay.
I've got some of that, and the things that he was saying, like Candace told David Dotson that the boys was with her that evening.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
There
They
was
went,
a lie.
They were
Yep.
or
And
whatever. Mhm.
and they said, no, I think you're confused on that. And she's like, no, I'm not. That's what she told me, you know.
And didn't she send a picture as well to
I think it
him?
was like a picture, yeah, something like that. And
It's a.
there's things that I've picked out of that. I've got a video of that. I need to go back
Is
and look
that
at all
the
this
same
stuff.
time where he actually admitted he was at the house twice that day because he brought pizza or something
Yes.
earlier? Right? He was
Yes. I think it was the same
Yes.
time. Yeah.
See this.
Oh, I don't remember that part, but
I
I
don't
know
either.
I don't, but I
Yes.
remember him and what's her face, Robin came late that
Yep,
evening, and
that's who
she
actually says it. Robin said, and David was there earlier that day. Yep, we'll find that. Yep.
okay,
Yeah. David
and
brought pizza earlier in the day for him.
Yep.
and
Yep. Something about bringing pizza there.
what was it? I can't remember now, but it was, that's what it was. He says, when I got there, I seen Candace. She was or I think it was after this. I think it was he came another time after this, and Candace was talking to Hunter. That's how he met Hunter, like over the phone, like through Facebook video, and like she was not supposed to be talking to Hunter.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. And then Allie even had said, I think on Chris McDonough's, like, I didn't understand, like, she's not supposed to be contacting my kid. Why is she still, like, yeah,
Right.
I remember that.
Yes, Kelly. Yes, he had worked at a funeral home as well.
Yes, he did. Mandy's got
Hey,
a
I've worked
clip
at a
here.
funeral home.
There's
Yeah, but you
nothing
didn't
wrong
play
with that. You didn't play the flute for a missing girl at the
Play the
the moon.
The moon.
At
Well,
the moon
I mean,
every
he looks like a
midnight or whatever.
He looks like a creeper.
Yes, he
Oh
does.
yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon?
He's the one that says Mark loves. We found like David Dotson's Twitter or something, and he's got that video. My father will beat your father playing dominoes.
Yeah, they're all wearing like robes
And
with
they're in
hoods.
like black
That's
fucking
hilarious.
robes, like
Oh
hooded
my
black
gosh.
robes. And you already know what's going through my mind. Like, what the fuck?
I need to see that video. Proof or it didn't happen. Okay, that
Yeah.
is so
Oh,
far
we'll
fetched.
find it.
Like,
We'll find it because it's one of Mark's favorite fucking videos. Yeah.
Oh,
But the cloaks do stick with me because it's
Yeah.
why are these two adult men looking like, I don't know, they're in a trailer or something, like just two grown men by themselves in cloaks.
Mm.
Well, you know, you have a couple beers, shit happens.
Yeah,
I
right.
guess. Yeah.
Did you ever
my
hear that
that's
Robin and him were brown chicken,
Yes.
brown cowing?
I heard
Oh
that.
my gosh.
I don't know, but if that's to be true, Robin gets around, all right?
The horizontal polka?
I mean,
Mambo dance.
the bread lady,
Mhm.
just everyone's
Mambo
buying
number
loads.
69.
Mhm.
Justin, Kathy Gordon in chat says, Justin, when I pass, I want you to do my makeup and definitely pink lipstick.
You got it, girl.
oh,
So Mandy's got a
Um,
video clip up here. It says Summerwell's vigil at church. Oh yeah.
so this was on June 19th, 2021, and this is what Justin was talking about earlier, where Dawn is at the vigil. Everybody had already this one stands out to me so much because the pastor went around and handed the mic to anybody who wanted to say a few words about Summer. It was Summer's vigil. I always say it wrong.
Me
And
too.
Don and Candace didn't say anything, right? And so he's walking around and he's like, okay, any last takers? I'm going to put it away. Are we all done? And he looks at Dawn like, hello, this is your child, you know? So Dawn's like, okay. So Dawn goes up to the podium and this is what he had to say at his daughter's vigil. I'm going to train myself here.
He's in his Sunday shirt right there. I've told him to wash that a couple times. Damn, Candace was always.
I'm telling you, all those
That's
clothes.
his fancy
Woo.
shirt, though. When you tell him to dress up, that's the shirt he puts on.
Oh
I have a
my.
shirt like that.
All right.
But
I'm
this was
sorry.
the 19th,
This one has
Okay.
sleeves. I guess that's what it is.
right? The sleeves aren't cut off of this one,
And
okay?
all the buttons.
So 4 days.
Right.
We're talking 4 days
Right.
of Summer
Right.
reported missing. Okay.
Yes. Okay, here we go. And it's only 39 seconds.
That's all you need with Dawn. Sorry.
That's what Candace said.
God,
Sorry.
all respect and love. Dear Lord God, respect and love. We thank you for everything, God. Just pray that you'll please forgive us our sins and
Thank you.
help us carry on and let us all give our lives to you, God, in every way. Let me carry my cross from here on out, Lord. We thank you, God, for everything. In the name of Jesus Christ, please watch over Summer. She's been the light of my life for 5 years. I thank you for that, God. In the name of Jesus Christ, we thank you, Father. Amen.
So that whole time
That's
it
the
was all
most
about him.
emotional.
Yeah.
That's the most emotional I've ever
That
seen.
makes me feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don,
I just had a sub that texted me, said David Dotson took the boys to play putt-putt in Kingsport that day.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what? Say that one more time.
David Dotson, he took the boys to play putt-putt golf.
Oh, yeah,
in
that's
Kingsport.
true.
yep,
The
yep,
owner
he was
of
on the
that,
news for that.
yeah,
he
the
went on
owner
the
of
news.
that putt-putt golf place lives at 3441 Beach Creek Road.
No, we can't. No, don't. Can we say that?
Well,
I
it's
don't
already been
know.
said.
It's said.
Yeah, what,
She did
La
that.
la 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 la.
Yeah.
Put a name to it.
It's okay.
It's in Beach Creek, though. That's, I think, where you were going with that, right, Lolly?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, he knew right there. Or maybe he thought, because you remember Don also said, I always knew something would happen this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, why would you say that? That's just
But there is a weird conversation that this is a conversation that I'm never going to be able to prove, but it did warrant a very lengthy discussion with TBI. So Don called me, as he would often do, in the middle. Like, I'm dead set that Don wanted me to hear them fighting. You know what I mean? There was many times where Candace didn't know that I was on the phone. And there was times where he would call me in the middle of a fight, and there was one time stands out to me where I went live, and it's the one time I just said, like, fuck it, because me and Candace were going at it. She was doing shit like behind the scenes, so I gave her a lashing on my live. And it was like later that night, Don called me in the middle, and he's calling her all sorts of names. Like, he wanted me to hear him talking to her that way, if that makes sense. I know people think I'm crazy, but for me, it
no.
matters.
Kathy told me that like while TBI and stuff was there, or the police was there, they were fighting. She would listen as well.
Yeah. And so there was one time I know Candace didn't even know I was on the phone. And I said something on the live about I reported something, whatever. And Donna called me. They were fighting. And Candace said, and I think actually Mark was still live and you could hear us in the background, like screaming at each other, whatever.
I remember that.
Candace said, I don't even have to turn you in now, you dumbass. Cher just done it for me. And so that's always going to stand in my head like, what the fuck? She had no clue I was on the phone to hear that.
You were live. You and Mark were both on the screen. I don't remember if it was your channel or his or what, but you were both live. You stepped away to take the call.
Yep.
So
I remember that now. Yep.
Yeah.
That was in our old place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could hear us screaming, and you know how comfortable. And not only that, you guys remember also, this was live, where I put Don Wells on the phone with my dad. Hey, Dad, love you. And come on, he said, your dad is the only one who can help me right now. We all know what my dad did, okay? Not just say. And you guys heard how he spoke to my dad. Like, my dad owed him something, or like there was some kind of weird secret code my dad was supposed to know about with him or something. You know what I mean? Like, what did my dad owe Don Wells?
Yeah.
I think your dad. I think Don could relate, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And when you was talking about earlier, when you said when Don said he always thought something was going to happen to Summer, he said, I knew the Lord told me that the time was nigh or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what he said. The Lord told me the time was nigh, that I just knew something was going to happen.
And then we hear about how, Don owed someone money and he was taking, Summer's hand. Did someone take Summer or whatever? But I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. I do think that Summer's no longer with us. I just
Oh,
do.
I absolutely agree.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
I honestly hope that's the truth, because if she had been put into some kind of child ring, the hell that she would be in right now,
Right.
she'd be better
Right.
off past.
Yeah.
I agree.
Right.
Don Wells has said that himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's also said that she's probably in a hotel room somewhere, and all of
Yeah.
that stuff too.
That was,
Now with that, Mandy, he said she could be getting our word out in a hotel room, and so she'd be better off dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
And so, Mandy, maybe you follow, but are many people who follow Summer's case, are you also following the Sean Williams situation?
I am.
No.
Okay, so that's interesting. Sean Williams is from the area, and he's a businessman. He owned businesses. He was arrested with over, I think, 3,000 or 30,000 child porns, like homemade child porn videos.
Oh,
He also somehow was left alone in a van while being transported and was able to escape for a couple weeks. He is locked up again. Do you guys remember Candace saying and making memes about, how I'm finally blocked and blah, blah, blah. I made a tombstone with my name on it. I believe it was October 25th last year.
Yep.
This is going to be something interesting that I haven't shared yet. I want everyone to look into Sean Williams. I'll pull up a clip so you guys can get familiarized, because if you are following Summer Wells' case, you're going to want to make sure you know the names Vern Gilbert and Sean Williams.
Now, Vern Gilbert is on X putting out information about Sebastian right now.
He's the Billboard guy as well. So here, I just want to show you, and I don't know if you guys can see very well, but this is October 24th, 2003. After I'm watching all the things, and Sean Williams is in the area, and I am putting ties together by doing what I do, what most of us do. Justin, Mandy, we all talk, and what Tammie's about to get herself into. October 24th, 2003, 6:37 p.m. Hey, do y'all know this Sean Williams cat at all? Or Vern Gilbert? I will put this on a community post because it's really hard to see when I'm just putting it on my phone screen. Hold on. I'll put it on a community post and I'll pull it up. Okay, October 24th, 6:37 p.m. October 25th in the afternoon is when all communication ended and when she made the tombstone with my name on it. So within less than 24 hours, okay, I would say more like maybe 15 hours to 20 hours, that's when all communication stopped. And I haven't talked to Don Wells. Well, he has been in my comment section a time or two to tell me off. But other than that, we haven't had a phone conversation. That's when all communication ended. That's red flags for me. So again, I invite everyone, and let me pull up something right now. But first, let me go ahead and play, I think this one.
EQ Bank is here to help you make bank.
Remember David Dotson? When I think of him, I just think about the flute that he plays. Dotson is also the man who took Summer's three brothers out for a fun day of mini golf.
God,
He
he's
inserted
creepy.
himself into the
Yeah,
Summer Wells
it
case
is.
extremely early on. He apparently only knew the family for just 3 months, and joined their church on the 5th June 2021. That is just 10 days before Summer Wells went missing.
A few little gifts here, Brother David. You want you to take with you.
It looks like someone from
To
the
remember this
Abe
day.
Lincoln days.
All right? Yeah, I'm just going to
Yeah.
praise the Lord for you again. Amen.
Yeah.
I
Did
want to
media
know what's in that
interviews,
bag.
played
The
a
amount
special
of
song
times
on
I've
his
tried
flute
to
for Summer,
screen
and
grab
something that I
and
find
zoom
odd
into that
is that he was
bag.
one of the first people summoned to Summer's home with Robin the evening she went missing.
Yes.
Digging into old church footage, I came across some footage that included David, Robin, and Summer. David seems to be making a waving motion, which is directed at Summer. Robin seems to encourage Summer to wave back, but Summer looks a bit scared or
Oh,
reserved.
yeah, she does.
She does not wave back or even smile at David.
Oh,
Something
Yeah.
else that bothers me is that
That
David
is so
Dotson has
sad.
been missing in action for a while now. He was very involved in the beginning, and then it seemed like he just faded away. It is said that he got married and moved. He also deleted his Facebook account. Did he just decide to move on with his life?
Oh,
I always thought that he was weird, odd, creepy, whatever. I could see
He got
him
married.
writing with a fountain pen and a jar of ink, but
Yeah. I don't think he
never.
has anything to do with anything with Summer.
Yeah, I've never
But I
had
just
that
think he's just
feeling.
weird like the rest of them.
Yeah.
You know,
mhm.
I think it's cultish there. You know,
Yeah.
Molly, she went to that church and like
Oh,
she got a
yeah.
lot of hell for
Oh,
that little girl like touching her purse or whatever. And it was like no big deal. Like the girl never seen, Tom Ford in her life. I
Right.
mean, and the little girl's like, oh, because Molly was all glammed up. And like, it was crazy.
oh shoot. There we go. Okay, I wanted to show these two pictures. Sorry.
Yes, that picture is very important.
Yes.
Right. And I know, people have their feelings about showing the boys. I do apologize, but it was on the news. I'm sharing
They're
it.
out there. Yeah.
Right. So, but this one, so the other one, it skips. This one, it says the picture was given to the news station by Robin Lane. We didn't ever hear that Robin was there with them, though. But
Right.
obviously, he's not taking the picture himself.
Right.
So I wonder if Robin was there too. That just hit me when I was looking for this picture. But these are the same. They're the same clothes that the boys were wearing in the pictures when law enforcement was on the property searching for Summer on the 15th.
See, and this is not no 7:00 p.m. I'm telling you, he was
No,
at that house earlier that day before this even happened. Robin
It
said
was
it.
a
I just gotta
couple
find
days
where.
later when he took them to play pup hunt
That's what I
because
thought.
he took them
Yeah.
away from the search.
Oh, we know how
Yep.
long it takes Candace
Yeah.
to do laundry, so they probably were
Right.
wearing the same clothes.
I mean, those
Exactly.
kids probably wore things for a
Right.
week at the same time.
Don's still waiting for his laundry to be folded.
Yeah.
Well, this was the other picture. And this one I've never gotten a solid answer about. Somebody screenshot this on June 15th, or on June 16th, I'm sorry. So if we look at the date right here, it says Wednesday, June at 7:52 p.m. And if you look
Yeah,
at
that's
when
not when it was
this was
posted, though.
posted,
Yep.
it says yesterday at 6:20, is it 6:06
6:06. Yep.
p.m. Okay, well, that is the same time that she was allegedly searching for
Right.
Summer.
Exactly.
Well, you know what bothers me is they got home at 3:10 that day.
Mm-hmm.
3:10,
Allegedly,
and,
yeah.
and their phones are deleted from 3:30 onward.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
How is that phone deleted 3:30 onward when
Right.
you got something there at 6 something uploading?
Right. Well, that's because they
Right.
didn't turn in all of their electronics, and we know this. Another reason Don had to end things because he started taking screenshots of a tablet that he told me the law enforcement never got. Right.
Right.
So,
I remember that.
yeah. So she still had.
Law
They still had.
enforcement deleted the phones from 3:30
Well, that's
on
what
because he's
Don says.
Law enforcement doesn't do that.
That's why I don't know that this is from their phone. They have a fucking iPad that never got turned in.
sorry, my Wi-Fi is playing with me right now.
So that could
But
be off of the tablet or whatever they had, right? Or is that from a
he
phone?
said that they turned their phones into law enforcement, and when they got them back, 3:30 on was gone.
Yeah, bullshit.
Mhm.
Right,
They cloned them.
right. They don't delete anything.
Yeah. I wouldn't think they would want to delete anything.
No, or they didn't
Right.
delete, or they just didn't use those phones. We know there was hella burner phones going around. So
Right. Yes.
does that say, Mandy? Because you know how some things will say posted from iPhone or whatever. Like, I don't see it.
I don't think
I
it
don't
does on Facebook.
Because now I'm curious. Because I mean, we know now, like, they're absolutely. Because he took a picture of the fucking tablet with his phone, and I was like, wait a minute. I realized that's not him just sending me like a screenshot off his phone. That's a picture of a fucking other device. So I fucking had to call TBI. Like, and then he said, we have this tablet that TBI looked over. Or however he worded it. And I was like, oh.
Didn't
Did they ever
Tim
get their?
copy something off of, like, didn't he have a phone or a tablet or something? And he
He
said he
took Dawn's
copied
whole
stuff up?
phone.
He took
Yeah,
Don's phone when he got
Yeah.
arrested?
was in jail. That's
Yeah.
what it was. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Then he
'Cause
threw
I
a big
remember-
fit about that because he wanted them
Yep.
turned in, but Tim wouldn't.
I remember he talked on the phone and recorded it. Then he recorded him talking to
Yep.
Tim, asking him to turn the phone in. I recorded that. I have that screen recorded somewhere. He
Oh,
refused
yeah.
to do it.
He
Now,
was like, if
Tim-
they want it, they'll ask, and they haven't asked. How do we know
I
they
think-
haven't asked?
I think Tim
Yeah.
is more David Dotson, and that's saying a hell of a lot if you ask me.
Mhm.
Well, I think so too because let me see if I have that uploaded quick. I had it for the intro. But Tim Mullen made that post. It was the intro I had for this live, where he made the post, and he specifically leaves Summer out of it, and it's very interesting. Is this it? No, that's some Jody Sue fuckery.
There's lots of that.
There is a lot of that.
Hours and hours worth, and we're just talking about one day. That
No joke.
Hey,
in 4 years.
I must have it like on my shorts. But he made the post,
I know it. Seems like it's been forever.
and he specifically left the kids, or he left Summer out. He mentions all of the kids. Where am I trying to go? Where's my channel? What does it say? Does it say?
just trying to look on the pictures. So
Oh.
I have too many pictures on my phone, and they are supposed to connect to my laptop automatically. And sometimes they do, sometimes so I was just trying to see what pictures were showing up in my summer photo album today. And there's not very many.
Ah,
I'll go ahead and take this down now.
hold on. Let's see. I think.
Candace's
Share.
phone with
You pull the trigger, you can't put the bullet back in the.
Josie, Wyatt, and Waylon, your parents love you each more than words can say. So do all your uncles and aunties and cousins, meaning the church folk. Okay, he's calling them all aunties. Pretty weird because you didn't know Summer, but you're her.
When you're angry,
But okay, Josie, Waylon, Wyatt, your parents love you each more than words can say. So do all your uncles, aunts, and cousins. All right, well, all right, but where's he leaves Summer out of there?
No, they're talking to Summer.
No, that's not what he was doing in this post. They were upset because they were trying to get the kids back. And so he made this post bitching at them taking the boys away. So, and the church was actually, Robin and the church, like some church people were trying to get custody of the boys. So this post goes with the posting about that. But yeah, I just clipped it because I'm like, where's Summer in that? He's mentioning to the boys because, you know, they're getting taken and the church can't have them now. But again, you're saying how much your parents love you, but Summer's not in there. You know what I mean? Like, as a parent, are you only listing 3
Right.
of your 4 kids in I miss you and love you? Your daughter's like missing. You at least know your boys are cared for in a home and somewhat where they're at. You don't know where the hell Summer is, allegedly.
Right.
Right.
Totally. I mean, I lost my son, but I have 3 kids. I gave birth to 3. And that number stays with me.
Absolutely.
Right.
And I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
Oh,
me too.
thank
I
you.
didn't know that.
I didn't either.
So that's weird to me that he left that out.
Well, and Candace did that a lot, though. She would always do what I got to do for my boys, and
Yeah.
you know, even said, you know, Summer's not here anymore.
Yeah, Summer's not here anymore. I got to focus on the boys now.
Yes.
So with this gentleman, Sean Williams, who, again, this name is what ended all conversations, again, within 15 hours tops of me mentioning this name was the last conversation I've had with Don Wells. He had recently tried to actually kill one of his victims by pushing her out. Here's one of her victims, pushing her out of the
There is electromagnetic energy in that pyramid between two.
A woman whose 2020 fall from Sean Williams' 5th-story apartment window triggered an initial investigation into the accused serial rapist has sued the city of Johnson City and several police officers. Michaela Evans suffered life-threatening injuries in the fall and remains physically impaired as a result. The suit, filed Thursday in federal court, alleges police were negligent both before and after the September 19th incident. One claim reads, quote, had defendants properly investigated Williams after any of the reports made against him prior to the incident involving plaintiff, she would not have suffered the injuries alleged in this case. Like a related suit on behalf of alleged Williams rape victims, Evans' complaint also claims police were taking money from Williams and an associate and protected him as a result. The city of Johnson City protected him. Claims police were taking money from Williams and an associate and protected him as a result. The city of Johnson City provided a statement saying these claims are.
I'm telling you, Mandy, Justin, you need to look into this character. I will send you the like, that's very telling me I mentioned this name, and he is tied to Vern Gilbert, okay? And this is what, like, I'm telling you, she made that damn tombstone with my name within hours of me mentioning this man's name. And let me go back because I want you to hear. Oh, here's another about him extorting money. But I want you to hear his charges. It's actually like thousands and thousands what he was just arrested with on him of child porn and him physically, I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it, raping a child that's under 2 years old. Like, for sure his victims go to under 2 years old. Okay? And
That's so
again,
disturbing.
you'll see when you look into this, because I know Justin and Mandy will now, and Tammie. I know you guys all will actually now, probably.
Documents in a lawsuit against Johnson City Police
and I can prove to you this is what ended our conversations.
Supports claims that police extorted money from Sean Williams to cover up his alleged crimes.
News 5's Caleb Perney explains what the documents
and
say
women
and the ongoing battle between Johnson City and the women who say they were raped by Williams.
Like the one that got pushed out of a window.
Sean Williams is at the center of 4 cases, 2 criminal cases associated with child porn and escape charges, and 2 lawsuits against Johnson City Police alleging they failed to investigate. One suit from former federal prosecutor Kateri Dahl, who claims she was wrongly dismissed for calling attention to the issue, and a second suit from Williams' alleged victims. It is that lawsuit where court documents filed by attorneys for the unnamed women allege new evidence supporting their claim that police extorted money from Williams' business. The documents claim police enabled Williams' alleged crimes by corruptly conspiring to obstruct any investigation. They also claim Williams' business partner, called Female 4 by the suit, withdrew $2,000 in cash each week to pay officers. The documents say bank records obtained.
So someone, I always wondered, who would have the money to help pay for a face like a Tim Mullen? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In discovery, corroborate those claims by showing Female 4.
Oh, I really want to see.
Makes me sick to my stomach, like sick to my stomach right now. I cannot. I don't know if I'll be able to look into him.
Warrant affidavits
Trigger
are
warning,
shining new
it's
light
going
on the.
to get a lot worse. So, I mean, I don't feel bad if anyone wants to jump off, but this is, I mean, this is going to get into like some of the what he did. But I think it's important because again, this name, to me, in speaking to the Wells, has a huge red flag on it. He is tied also. I've linked him to the Vern Gilbert. Vern Gilbert, everyone's sending money to and doing billboards with. I don't trust that man. I'm sorry, I don't. Yeah, I said it.
So wait. So explain to me how you think Sean is connected to the Wells, or are you just saying that it's just?
I think that they were always selling Summer off. Yeah, I think Summer was. Listen, my mom had no money. I know what she did to get a fix. Someone like the Wells doesn't have a group of people around them to be a bubble and talking for them if they are innocent, if they're not covering something up. In my opinion, Summer was being advertised. I believe Summer was being sexually assaulted, bought, sold, paid for. You know, Tim Mullen. Oops. Yeah. Summer sells, right? Whoops.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my belief.
Yeah.
And I've always said that. So again, that's not facts. There's no facts to that. That's just Cher's belief. I believe that because I have personal experiences with things, as well as I have personal experiences with this family. And again, very telling. I bring this name up as I'm watching all of this go on, and everything's cut.
Yeah.
So how can I not think a little more into it? Let's listen to this. So, but if you don't want to listen, I understand. But I'm gonna play this because I think it's important.
Sean Williams case.
Williams, who faces federal weapons and drug trafficking charges, is the subject of 2 civil lawsuits against the Johnson City Police Department over their handling of sexual assault cases. These search warrants affidavits filed between May the 31st and July the 19th describe evidence of dozens of alleged sexual assaults committed by Williams found on hard drives after he was arrested on drug trafficking charges in North Carolina back in April. In our top story tonight, News Channel 11's John Janko joins us with what investigators say that they found.
Ansley, in these affidavits, investigators say those hard drives contained images and video of 52 women allegedly being sexually assaulted by a man they identified as Sean Williams. They say those drives also contained thousands of images of child pornography, including 2 series of images of a male investigators say is Williams sexually assaulting children as young as a year old. The documents say investigators have probable cause to believe Williams has committed sexual crimes and believe other hard drives in JCPD's possession could have even more evidence. Newly revealed documents suggest investigators have probable cause to believe Sean Williams allegedly committed aggravated rape of a child, sexual exploitation of a minor, and unlawful photography in violation of privacy. Evidence to support those potential charges came after Williams' arrest on drug trafficking charges by Western Carolina University Police in April. At least 4 of those alleged recorded assaults were against women who later filed police reports with Johnson City Police. They occurred between November 2019 and November 2020. According to an affidavit filed May 31st by 1st Judicial District Investigator Mike Little, Western Carolina University Police found several digital storage devices in Williams's car, which contained videos and photos of 52 women allegedly being sexually assaulted by Williams at his downtown Johnson City apartment. The affidavit says the assaults occurred while the women were unconscious. Investigators
And you will see if the more videos I play where women were bringing their children as well to this man. So when you ask me how I think this is tied, Candace, Dawn, she was dancing around a for sale barrel, and we got this man who's right nice and close to them in a lot of trouble, and they're saying it. Police officers extorting money from this man because he owns businesses. So what kind of people would help people like Dawn Wells and Candace and put a bubble around them? It's to protect other people's asses. Okay,
Right.
Because not theirs, in my opinion.
I agree.
Okay, it's to protect somebody else. That's my opinion.
Do we know what businesses he owned?
They do say that in some videos. I forget. But he there's one video where he's being interviewed like on a YouTube channel. He's a sick, and it very much reminds me of the interviews that I think is it the Long Island serial killer that they got. I can't remember his name right now, but he owned businesses too and was like doing YouTube interviews and stuff. It's just like that. It's creepy. Like, look at this guy, and you'll see in all the pictures that they show of him what a chameleon he is and how different he looks in everything. You saw what a goon he looked like in the orange jumpsuit. Then you saw the next photo they showed. He looked like a average looking, kind of nice looking man. You might talk to him if he was in a bar. And you got this one here. Kind of average looking.
Question. Chair, I just sent you a Facebook post of, I think Candace posted. Was Dawn ever with Crystal Spencer?
I don't know, but I will tell you that name.
Read that I just sent you.
Okay. Oh,
From what I remember, isn't she the one Dawn slept with on the couch there in their home?
Yes.
On the recliner.
Yes.
The recliner, yeah.
Allegedly. Yes, that's her.
Did you get that?
Yes, I remember those now. Candace. Everyone wants her nasty
She's like Crystal
man.
Spencer, whatever Steve she's getting
Look how
on
Beach
Facebook.
Creek Crystal Spencer is on the crawl for whatever dick she can get. Lock up your men and let the dogs out. Well, now we know who let the dogs out. It was Candace.
Who let the dogs out?
Oh, there's the boys. Those are BB guns, though. Yep. Yeah.
So, was this Sean Williams? Was anybody else wrapped up in that they arrested? Or was it just him?
I'm sorry. Well, allegedly he worked alone, but did he really? If the cops
That's
are
what I'm
all getting money from him, you know what I mean? Was he
Yeah.
really working alone?
Wow.
I mean, they'll put that out there now that he was working alone because, again, they're gonna protect their own and cover their own butts. And now there's actual reports where multiple police people were extorting money from his businesses.
Yeah.
$2,000 a week to some officers for what?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we know what.
Right.
Hiding his crimes. How the hell do you think that man? I'm not kidding you. Hold on.
Okay, we lost her.
Oopsie.
So, Green-Eyed Lone Wolf says Detective John Pruitt states he doesn't believe Summer was trafficked out of the area. What do
I
y'all
got too
think?
excited. I booted myself. I said, they let this man be alone. In
I
the
don't
back
think
of the
someone was
fucking-
trafficked personally. I feel like I just feel like Don.
Well, it can go all different ways, Justin, because I mean, I go back and forth to trafficked, maybe not so much trafficked. Did they owe somebody? Because this dude was a big drug trafficker as well. He trafficked everything. Kids, women, drugs. Did he owe somebody? Because word is there was a few people he owed, and they liked to
Don
grab
supposedly
kids'
owed a
hands.
big. I think someone gave him 10,000 or something like that.
In drugs.
Yeah,
I think.
I've
And then
heard
he
that.
also took one of the girls from that place and dropped her off in Bristol, remember?
Yes.
So was Summer a payback?
And
there's
I've
so many
wondered that.
scenarios.
When Mandy played that clip earlier, which was just 4 days since Summer was reported missing, and like Mandy said too, it's almost like he does know and like he's giving in, but at the same time watching that back, it's like, is he talking to someone? Like, is he concerned? Like, does he know Summer's still okay right then, but he's worried something's about to happen? Because you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He
There's
knows.
different
I
vibes
think
watching
he
it. Oh,
knows.
he absolutely knows.
Whichever way it is, that man knows.
Yeah, I agree.
So it could be something that he owed somebody and they took some or whatever. In my opinion, that still goes under trafficking.
Yeah.
But there ain't no way that I'm sorry, Candace. There's a reason I hate her, and I hate her as passionately as I hate my own mother. I know the vibes, I know the behavior, and I absolutely feel. Okay, I'll make it a little bit safer. It's my opinion that bitch would do anything to get her next dose, and
yes,
because listen. Speaking from experience, it happens. So I don't know, but it could be something bigger that they owed, you know, a lot of money to someone for some drugs. There's definitely some drug issues in here. We got freaking Andrew Hilt, Hunter's dad, you know, doing lives like a month ago saying that, oh, you know what people did during COVID? They would use moving trucks and stuff to transport and traffic drugs and stuff during COVID. People are so stupid.
tell
Ha
them
ha
you
ha.
feel.
Wait, so what the fuck were you doing in 2021 then during COVID? Weren't you in the fucking U-Haul? Yeah,
Yes,
you know, and you can't tell me that wasn't a drug run. I'm sorry, but we know what Jose did some major time for, and it was trafficking big time drugs. Now, may he rest in peace, because he is really the only person that ever gave Summer some substance, I believe. We got more than she could twirl, you know, from Jose, so...
True. I think
I don't trust the
way
man,
more.
but he did give a lot more, I feel like, substance to Summer.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah,
Totally.
right. I do. Yeah.
Yeah, she became real, like a whole little person
Yeah.
after listening to him.
Yeah. I felt that, yeah. It was Rugs Reggie. And let's not forget where the dogs hit, which was on Mr. Hill, you know, Ziggy's soon-to-be baby daddy, or I don't know, her husband, whatever you want to call him. Dogs hit over there. And that guy has horses. You know how I listed earlier? She could have went on a four-wheeler or dirt bike. It could have been a horse.
I agree with the horse.
What did Tim Mullen say? Puppy dogs and rainbows and horsies, or whatever the fuck he said.
He's so freaking weird.
He's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like Frank Light had the horse out there. That's the horse that went running wild.
Yeah, that's where Ziggy
They got
comes along.
married.
You guys
Right
are
after that.
confusing Frank and Fred.
No, but,
we're not.
No,
we're not.
So,
Maybe
yeah.
at the beginning a time or two, but no, we're not. I know where Dawn ran to. I know where Candace was before Dawn ran to. I know where TBI told him not to run to and where they ran to. And I know where Dawn was for like an hour, and he said this live, for like an hour or something. Well, his daughter's reportedly missing. And yeah, so why are we all over there? And where did the dogs hit? Where did the dogs hit?
Yeah.
On whose car?
I thought
Ziggy's
it was
husband's.
I thought it was just on the driveway.
No,
there
it
at the
hit
edge
on
of the driveway.
Ziggy's husband. Ziggy's husband. Ziggy's husband. Ziggy's husband. Ziggy. Can't you see? Yeah, it hit on Ziggy's husband.
I thought
It hit on.
into
It
the
hit on
His-
the driveway.
The driveway and his vehicle. The bumper of his vehicle.
I don't think it hit on the bumper.
Oh, it hit on the bumper of the vehicle, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't
I might
remember
be
that.
mistaken, but I will try to find that. DC Prime, yeah, I believe it did hit on the front bumper of Fred's truck.
I don't think Fred or Andy have anything to do with it at
I
all.
don't think Andy has anything to do with it.
I don't think
I
Andy does
think-
either. Cher, did you see that video that I made when I was doing a card reading for, I think, Sebastian's case? And my husband walked in here and I was telling him about Ziggy and Fred getting married. And the cards, like, told a whole story. I made a video about it
I don't
because it
remember. I probably did
really
watch it,
stood
but I
out
don't
to me
remember.
so much. Because I never thought of Fred or Andy as suspects in my mind, you know. I've always said that I knew that there were 3 people involved. I think that it's 2 males and a female. And then I think, you know, Grandma Candy knows too. But
Oh, yeah.
it was so weird. It was super weird because I was like, I was happy for Ziggy for being happy, you know, like, I mean, she, whatever, you know, like I was happy for her. I congratulated her and I went in her chat and everything. And then it was just like days later, Lolo, I'll have to look it up. I'll have to see when the video was. It was just so crazy. I don't even see. That's why I
Hey,
have to
no,
make
no,
videos
no,
about it and write it
no.
down. Cause I don't remember stuff like that. What?
Nothing, sorry.
Okay. I don't remember, like, when things happen like that, it's almost like a dream, you know, like if you repeat it enough times, you'll remember it. But if you only repeat it like once or twice, you most likely forget it, you know, in the next month or so. It's the same way when I do readings. Like, it doesn't store in my memory. I have to go back and look at my notes and, or watch the videos. But yeah, I'll have to find that one and
Yeah, I
rewatch
wanna
that. And
me too.
no, never mind. Yeah, I'll stop there.
No, never mind. Lolo says
I
I
just
missed
sent
that.
Cher and Spirit Seeker a picture of Summer. That photo always bothers me. April 1st, Don posted it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
why?
because that's the picture that he said that Summer looks just like his sister Sonia. She's in his little black S10 truck, and she's got chocolate all over her face, and she's making a face that looks just like
Look at the
Sonia, my
bruising or
sister.
something around her nose and her mouth. Like,
No,
she
that's
looks.
chocolate. That's candy. Yeah, it's like dirt or something. I think. I don't know, because, and I look at the cheek, but you know, that could be lighting.
Chapped or like road rash or something.
Well, it could be chocolate, but honestly, there's the part on the cheek, but that could be just like the lighting where it looks like her cheek is more bruised, but around, like, her nose and face looks like chocolate, to be honest. And then like a little dot, something like stuck to her hair under her eye, but then there's like a dark patch that could be like, no, but see, I think that's lighting. I try to be very careful with that, just because lighting and stuff could fuck with our eyes.
She just looks.
I see what you're saying.
I think she just looks really bad there.
Yeah, it's not a picture I would take as a parent.
It's just when she looks so malnourished, so unhealthy.
Rasta, can I
It's
say
not really-
your purple?
It's not really the pictures.
Your purple hair is gorgeous. I love it. Thank you. Go ahead. Sorry.
The pictures.
I mean,
they
who would
take
take
of
the
their
picture?
children bother
Who would
me.
take
It's
that
the
picture
pictures
I
they
just sent y'all?
post. And they post them, though. That's what bothers me. I have a whole collection in my summer photo album where it's nothing but Summer holding herself. And those were posted on Facebook, on Candace's Facebook. That's where I got every single freaking picture of the sweet little girl holding herself. Or half just her panties, that post that stuff on social media for the whole world to see.
Yeah. Well,
She
there's
takes
a
some
reason.
bizarre ass pictures.
Well, there's a reason you would take those pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the
certain-
one Cher showed me, it bothers me still to this day.
Is that the one where he didn't realize the roll of pictures was on the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely.
I didn't see those. The description was bad enough.
Nobody's seen those, I think, but me and
Nope.
Cher.
Yeah, I did send them to
The
someone I
description
don't
was
talk to
bad
anymore.
enough.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
there's
cool.
definitely pictures of it's not Candace. They took weird pictures of Summer, and then there's a whole roll, and there's a couple where there's someone sitting on the edge of something, and I don't know, they could have something on the bottom, I don't know, but there's definitely nothing on their top, and it's a female or possibly a little girl. Couple pictures of that, and then there's some pictures of Summer in a swimsuit, but it's really odd pictures to be taking because they're like taking it of her backside in her swimsuit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, why are you taking that? You know what I mean? As a parent, why? And there's only one reason I can think of why.
Makes you wonder for sure.
Well, she's kind of like leaned over in like the bed or something. It's
yeah,
very
that's
bizarre.
right. Yeah.
There's
a couple
this
questions.
the picture I just sent y'all. That one really bothers me with her friend there. She looks sick.
Oh,
Hunched
with little
over.
Journey. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going through all my Summer stuff right now.
See, that's
the one that bothers me the most, because that was at Easter time. So that was just a few months before she went missing.
Right.
She looks sick.
And Green Eyed, he did address the kidnappers in one of our last live streams where he accidentally lets slip that the kidnapper didn't have their phone on them. I don't know how he would know that.
Right.
But he said the kidnapper did not have their phone on them when Summer got gone. That's a weird statement. Don't forget the very last live I did with him where I poked him just enough where he screamed at me, "Okay, I was home." I was home, fine. Like he had just had enough.
I think what was one of the things he said that bothered me? Oh, he said there's a way you can get out of here that there's no cameras that can see.
Yes.
Whenever whoever allegedly kidnapped Summer, he's like, there's one way you can get out of here with, out any cameras and stuff. Meaning to the kidnapper. That always bothered me.
I don't remember that.
I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, I certainly do.
So I need to find the clip where he says, and I know a lot of you guys remember it, but again, like Mandy said, if we don't have a video of it, it didn't happen. But he said they're never going to find the evidence.
Right. ...
Because there isn't any. What the fuck? You said the evidence. There is some.
Right.
Why'd you even say that? And
that was on your
he'll
panel,
never
right?
say. Yes. Yep. Because remember, people gave me hell for it, but there was certain ways where you can call it coaching or whatever. But I liked to, I don't know what you call it. You had to throw questions at him that he wasn't.
Yeah. Didn't he say
wasn't
fish
scripted?
Yeah. He even said she was fish food.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Yeah.
You can't.
That's your child.
Yeah, he. You know who else talked about fish food after a little child was thrown away like garbage? Danny Youngkin.
It always bothered
Oh,
me
that's
how he talked about hammers with Summer.
The hammers thing came up a lot. Yep.
A lot.
Hit her in her fucking head with a hammer. I have that clip too.
Yeah, I've got that
That's
too.
his exact words. His exact words.
The 911 call where Candace is saying, or Summer saying, "Mommy, help me, help me.
Mm-hmm.
I told you not to get next to your daddy, Summer," or something like that.
Yeah.
And he said, the 911 caller said, "She hurt your child? He hurt your child?"
I
That's-
remember that.
That I've got it. It bothers me. God, it bothers me.
Yeah. I remember that now. And then, so that when Candace says on that first news interview, I think it was the first one that we had saw publicly, it was after Unmasked. I'm going to say Teresa did her hard work in the case.
Right.
She said no one would treat Summer like that as long as I was around.
Right.
Like what?
Yeah.
She says that in the news interview.
Yeah, I'm gonna find that quick because that was like
Nobody
one of
would
the
ever
first
hurt her as long
things.
as I was around. And in that interview, she says she was playing by that swing over there. And remember, the boys said the last place they saw her was her playing by her swing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what is this one?
Not going down into some dungeon.
Right.
I just sent y'all a picture. Why would a mother take a picture like that and
Oh
post it on
my
Facebook?
God. Yeah, no, there's only one reason. There's only one reason you post that.
Yeah.
No, that's disgusting. Yeah, we can't share that picture. Sorry, guys. It's Summer with nothing on. She has underwear on. That's it. But yeah, you don't post
You
that.
post it on Facebook.
Yeah, I have that picture too. I edited it. That's what I was ranting about when my Wi-Fi kicked me off panel. It said, you're going to say something you're going to regret or this going to get clipped. I'm going to kick you.
Yep.
I have two
Divine
pictures
intervention.
that I actually had to edit like that, and that's one of them. The other one, she's laying on a bed with no shirt on and on a pillow with a dog, I
See?
think, with her arm up, like,
See,
so
Justin, those pictures
inappropriate.
are definitely. Oh yeah, I see that on the arms, Justin. Yep, someone is growing her arms. Pictures are so hard though, because they can be fucking edited.
Cher, I have a video play before we end the stream
Okay,
for Summer.
I'm gonna play one here quick, and then you can go ahead and pull it. I want to see this one quick because I don't think I've seen
Well, this Saturday marks 3 years since the disappearance of then 5-year-old Summer Wells from her Hawkins County home.
The night she was reported missing, authorities said Summer was last seen walking from her home on Ben Hill Road in the Beach Creek community. Hours later, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation would issue an endangered child alert for her. That would later turn into an Amber Alert.
To this day, law enforcement still has not located Summer Wells and are not any closer to finding her. News Channel 11's Ansley Daniels spoke with Summer's parents.
We have pushed Ansley Daniels. This is the person that Tim Mullins has been photographing her and her family, doing their family portraits since she was a little girl. And she's the one who took head on this case. Pretty interesting. For those that don't know, a little fun fact for you. Yep.
Wow.
Investigators for months to learn about new details or
Other
updates
little
in this
things like
case.
that matter to
What
me.
we do know is that her family continues their search to bring Summer home. I spoke with both Dawn and Candace Wells in Kingsport at a place with deep meaning to Summer's disappearance. Borden Park is anything but quiet this time of year. But
So wait. No, wait. Are we rewriting history now? Because is it not the water hole? Hold up. What is happening? We're being fucked with from day one, just so everyone knows. Like, Summer was reported. No, I'm not kidding. Like, I'm being so for real, and people are going to clip this and say, this bitch is crazy. Yeah, I really am. Thank you, Rasta. Share your own channel link too, please. We've been fucked with. This was absolutely, and again, I said it, and it's been confirmed. We were watched, during Chris Watts' time before Summer. That just freaks my freak to know that we were known by these suspects before Summer ever was reported missing. Like, hello, what the fuck? That's weird. But now here we are. We're not at the water hole here. But now all of a sudden this part, this here where the church has deep meaning. You know, the church does, but now this is where Summer has deep meaning. I thought it was the water hole where she loved to swim. Is this a different place, or am I crazy? Panel? Anyone? Am I having a stroke?
Well, this Saturday marks 3 years since the disappearance of then 5-year-old Summer Wells from her Hawkins County home.
The night she was reported missing, authorities said Summer was last seen walking from her home on Ben Hill Road in the Beach Creek community. Hours later, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation would issue an endangered child alert for her. That would later turn into an Amber Alert.
To this day, law enforcement still has not located Summer Wells and are not any closer to finding her. News Channel 11's Ansley Daniels spoke with Summer's parents.
We have pushed investigators for months to learn about new details or updates in this case. What we do know is that her family continues their search to bring Summer home.
What?
I spoke with both Dawn and Candace Wells in
lying,
Kingsport.
Ansley. What? Dawn and Candace continue. She said that with a straight face, too. They continue.
Ansley, you know better than that.
Ansley.
She's like, I want my paycheck this week, okay?
Well, I want to know who saw Summer walking away from her home.
That's what I was thinking, too, because that's kind of the same story we're getting. So now we saw Summer walking away from her home, much like Sebastian Rogers.
Right. Yeah.
Who?
Freaking hello. Yes.
Oh, God, we got to hear about this tough search Dawn and Candace had.
At a place with deep meaning to Summer's disappearance.
Hold on.
Park is
Pause that. Pause.
Yeah.
And wasn't Ansley the last one that said on the like the 3-year update that Dawn and Candace said we don't search anymore?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking, make sure I wasn't hallucinating here.
The same news channel that filmed other people searching and then panned to Dawn saying, sure hate seeing them limping and all. Like, what? Yeah, they searched real hard. She said that without even like so much smiling.
At this time of year. But 3 years ago, it was filled almost weekly with people praying for
See,
Summer.
this is important to the fucking cult, not Summer. They're trying to rewrite this fuckery. It's fuckery. It is what it is because this has been all planned out. This is where I get discouraged because this shit was planned. There's bigger people than me that I don't honestly know if the whole army can do anything about this. This is a much bigger problem. We need Trump. Like, I'm not kidding. He said he's going to drain the ponds. We'll start in Beach Creek, okay?
Yeah, it's a big ass swamp. But Mandy did the best video of Summer that I've seen, and it was the back truck where the last picture.
The milk
I
jugs.
recommend. If you've got that link, Mandy, please drop that link.
I
Because
will grab it.
that's the best. I did a live with Mandy on that before. That's the best video.
We have to see that one. It's in a newspaper clip. He would send me stupid newspaper clips all the time, but the newspaper, you can't. It's a newspaper. Anyone can write a newspaper article.
Wells.
This
see all these.
Damn. He was like, Prairie Boy's hair is looking glorious. I gotta grow mine out too.
Families, with their
Look out, Candace. He's trying to look like my man now. Okay?
kids and how much they enjoy them and stuff. And we were stripped away from all our kids. All our kids have been kidnapped from us by DCS. And we're not sure about Summer, but we know about where our boys are at.
While the prayer vigils are now few and far between, Dawn and Candace Wells haven't stopped praying that their daughter,
his beautiful wife,
Summer, will be found.
We have hope, always.
You see Dawn's hair?
It's glorious.
It's glorious. As glorious as yours.
But there's not much hope in this world. It's like,
What?
In this world, it's like always. But there's not much
Mandy,
hope
I think it's you that done this to me, but I cannot unsee the fucking cowardly lion now. Was that you that did that?
Yes,
That's all I see right here. The nose, like, cowardly lion.
I'm sure I still have that picture on my laptop if you want me to pull it up again.
You have to. You have to.
This world, it's like,
If I were the king of the forest.
we have to trust God that there's hope and eternal life in heaven.
Summer was reported missing on June the 15th of 2021.
We know that she was taken off our property, and we know she was taken away in a vehicle, or they would have found her in the area if she was somewhere in the area. But who's responsible for her?
You are,
We
motherfucker.
don't know.
Sorry.
I asked
I
Dawn
got
and
mad.
Candace
Sorry.
when was the last time.
Area. But who's responsible?
What?
Reported missing on June the 15th
Yeah,
of
see,
2021.
there's that right here, Amber Alert. This is the, oh wait, this is Robin Lane, who by the way texted me that someone carried out a secret mission on Summer. So whatever the fuck that means. But this here is inside the cult. This picture is the one they said, hold on, law enforcement. I have a better picture for you. Let's give her the almost shoulder length hair, when in all reality, the last picture taken with her that Don had to pose for, because it was the last picture with his daughter, her head is buzzed fucking Mr. Clean, okay? So this, we've already been lied to from day one. And
Doesn't
yeah,
look
I'm
like
yelling
Summer
because
standing by a
I'm
Christmas
angry.
tree, clean and a nice dress on and all that. That's
not her.
That was not
That's
there.
not the little girl that went missing.
No.
No. So we've been lied to already and manipulated from day one. So I want to know who's on whose payroll to do this kind of fuckery, because law enforcement should absolutely know better. I hate when they do this.
That's the little girl that Summer always wanted to be all the time.
Yeah,
but that's
pretty
not
princess.
It breaks my heart. God, it breaks my heart. It's getting me in my feelings, I'm telling you.
5 years old.
I want to,
White girl.
I was
Blue
just telling
eyes.
Muscles and Mascara recently, she's been almost missing as long as she was on Earth.
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't that sad?
Terrible.
Lord.
So we got the cult already manipulating us. Robin, Lane, Tim Mullen, fucking Red Lady, everybody.
We know that she was taken off our property, and we know she was taken away in a vehicle, or they would have found.
Okay, so that's
You
what they
don't
know. He's saying he knows that.
Yeah. You don't know something that didn't happen.
You're saying your daughter was dead 3 hours after.
Yeah, you'll see her in the resurrection hours after you report her missing. See her in the resurrection.
Again, with that non-911 call and Don allegedly at work.
No, yeah, well, we know that he wasn't at work now.
No, he's full of shit.
Somebody else wasn't at work either.
What do you mean we know he's not at work? I mean, Dudley, which I absolutely believe him on this, he said that was the day before. And I don't believe he took the car that day.
Yeah, there's some things that Dudley was very set in that I believe him.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people still are unhappy with how that whole situation went down that
That
I
was
did with
fun.
them. That needed to
fun.
happen, though.
It did. It did.
Yeah,
But
that
you
was
know,
fun.
yeah, there's a
I was
very
stressed.
there's a very interesting interview on Josh's channel, The Lab, with Chris McDonough, Don, and Josh, and he admits that the car wasn't there that day.
Yeah, I have that recorded too.
And they were like, no, the car, and he's like, no, that's the only time he had actually admitted it.
Yeah.
Lolo, do you feel all the time you put in with Dawn trying to get information on what happened this summer was worth it? Would you do it again? Yes and yes.
Yeah.
There's nothing I wouldn't do for Summer. I did need a break because it was leading back some dark roads, but it did lead back to the road for me and my father.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, yeah, I feel I was tied to this case for a reason. whatever that reason might be in the end.
Summer holds a very special place in a lot of creators' heart.
Yes, she does.
I feel like I see myself a lot, even though, it's many years later, and like, well, can I save her? But Dawn made it very clear that everyone just wants to be the hero and we're not going to be. Well, that's fine. But
how would you know that?
Never say never, Dawn, because God can unearth what he wills. Just remember that.
Jacob Wetterling took 27 years before we got answers, but we got answers.
Dylan Redwine took 9 years.
Yeah, I was going to say Dylan Redbun, yeah.
Where was that case? Oh, I'm thinking Dylan Rounds, I think.
Colorado, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was Colorado. And Dylan Rounds was Utah.
Okay. The kids would always play at their house before Summer went missing. She said that November 21st, 5 months after she went missing. Oh, I don't feel like I did much. She's still missing. So I think everyone everyone did useful things. Even some people I don't like very much. There's useful information that they helped get out there, if that makes sense. I'll even say it Molly Golightly, okay? Well, I don't have to agree.
Can you share that picture I just sent you? That's the Cowardly Lion picture.
The timeline is off. Yes, it is.
Oh, wait, there's a different one that Mandy has too.
He looks like a wax figurine.
He does. That looks like a fucking mugshot in his own living room.
That picture creeps me out. Creeps me out.
Let's see what is the rest of this?
Found her in the area if she was somewhere in the area in a vehicle, or they would have found her in the area if she was somewhere in the area. But who's responsible for her? We don't know.
I asked Dawn and Candace when was the last time they heard from investigators.
We haven't lately at all. It's been a while, over a year, I think.
But they call them to report YouTubers wandering around touching a blade of grass. You know what I mean? Why aren't you calling them every day? Every day. I don't care if they're annoyed of you. You're fucking showing up on their door, or you're calling, or you're doing both every day. Every day. Like Brandy Neal. I don't get that. I haven't talked to them. It's been like over a year since I heard from them. Why aren't you calling them? And I can tell you that's factual.
Brandy Neal did more in the first hour than they've done in the past 4 years.
Yes. Yep. Kelly S., I agree with you. That was the worst I think I've ever seen. She said what creeped her out was when Dawn was sitting on the toilet shooting up.
Yeah, that was bad.
If this is the shit they let slip by an accident on live, just think of what a hell really was that's not being recorded in that house.
Exactly.
Was he shooting up?
Yes, he was.
I don't know if he was shooting up. I have no idea, but I do know he was allegedly taking a shit. I saw him on the toilet. I don't know if he was shooting up.
If you listen, close your eyes and listen, you can hear the belt where he wraps it around his arm real tight.
Oh, God.
I don't know. I hope not. I don't know. That's where we start getting in a little bit of trouble, though.
Yeah.
I know Candace. Remember her on that recliner with that cigarette?
Oh, my God. Yeah.
That was bad. I thought she was half dead there. I really did.
Yes.
Yeah. You guys. You can't unsee that.
No, you can't. That is hilarious.
Twinsies. I knew I still had it on here. It just took a little bit of digging.
I'll never forget the time Chris asked Dawn, what do you think should happen to the person who did this? Should they go to prison? And he said, I don't know about that, man. I've been to prison.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said that on my channel too.
Who
Yep,
has
he
their
said
child
I said
taken
what should
away?
happen to the people yeah, and he said
Yeah.
that same thing.
Who's gonna
And
do that when your child's been taken?
well, listen, it's someone that it's either himself.
Yes.
And so he's been to prison, right? So
Yes.
there's two types of people, and he claims he's institutionalized from the time he's done. He tries to harden himself, but he's not. Someone like my father who's begging a prison to not let him out, that's institutionalized.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay? He is too afraid to go back to prison.
Right. Yeah,
So
he
he's
don't
not
want to.
institutionalized. He don't want to go back. He's trying to cover his ass and whatever. So why you wouldn't want the person who did whatever it's in his mind, what they did to Summer, he knows at least what part of that is in his mind and why they shouldn't go to prison. It's either himself or someone very close to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's not institutionalized, not one bit. No, I'm sorry. And I know I just know what that looks like. Okay. I know someone who wants to just rot away in a prison cell because they think they're better off where they won't hurt themselves or anyone else. And please don't let me out of prison. And I don't even want to talk to my daughter because I have nothing to offer her. I just want to die in this fucking cell because I don't deserve to be anywhere else. That's someone who's institutionalized.
Yeah.
This motherfucker is just what Mandy made right there in the meme. A cowardly, not even a lion, because I like lions and tigers, because they are of courage. This man has none of that. Because he's letting another grown-ass man by the name of Tim Mullen, okay? Don Wells is damn near, I think, 60 years old. Why do you have another fucking 60-year-old man controlling who you're allowed to talk to and what you're fucking doing and when you're allowed to leave your wife or not allowed to leave your wife, but... He's allowed to get on live stream and drink and drug in front of us, but everything else is a no, 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 no. What the hell's really going on? I'm sorry, but who, a grown man now, allowing another man to control him? Share. I'm sorry, but really, people are telling me I can't talk to you anymore, and I want to talk to you, and I'm like, I know, like, just whatever you got to do to make your wife happy, that's fine. Don't talk to me then. That's your wife. Well, it's not even my wife. Okay, well, it's Tim Mullen. And it was even discussed. There's a whole reason why I can show you in my text why I went, and I can prove where I went to Tim Mullen apologizing to this man to try and make it fucking easier for poor Don, who is like being torn between Tim demanding he stop contact with me and Cher, I don't want to. There's a reason someone called my fucking phone, Don Keller, because I told Don, listen, if you really want to talk to me, like, memorize my number, write it somewhere where, like, you can have it when people are blocking me. Okay, this is all conversations. This is a grown man being controlled. Not even by his wife. By another grown fucking man. It's fucking weird, okay? Very weird. And I have proof of it all in my phone. Literally.
So I just sent you guys a picture. It's a text between Candace and Hunter. And it's June 4th. And it's, yo, come visit me. That's weird. Between a child at the time and a woman. A
grown lady. Yeah.
A married woman.
So I absolutely think that there was sexual things going on with Candace and Hunter.
1,000%.
I also think that Hunter ran dope for his mom. I say that, this is my opinion, because, well, I lived in an area, in a trailer park, where you had 12-year-olds running dope to help pay their mom's rent. There's a reason why I moved into this trailer park to escape an abusive situation and didn't want to bring my daughters to this place. When I actually got the address and knew that the place was available from a fucking police report. It was just bad all around. But yes, okay, in Little Chicago, yeah, Stacy, Minnesota, what up? Yeah, you got 12-year-olds that their moms know, what they're doing, and they're giving their moms the money, or maybe their moms aren't around and they're just fending for themselves, and yeah, they're slinging dope at 12 years old. All right, so yeah, I absolutely do believe that Hunter was dealing and wheeling already. Absolutely, I think that. So there could be multiple reasons she was calling a young boy to come hang, and none of them are good. And I think all of the above were going on. Buying them alcohol. What?
Oh, yeah.
I had... Just trying to share... did I post that picture you sent me, Justin? Let me see. There's a couple. That one side by side with Chris Watts is like dead on. Did I share that one? Oh no, I didn't. I shared this one. Justin shared another one of the Cowardly Lion. This is the mugshot from like his own living room. Yeah, that's the flag he sent me in. You know, when he tried to send me sexy pictures with his hair like not washed for a week, with his shirt unbuttoned, with a cigarette in his mouth, holding a fucking, I don't know. That's the same flag. I recognize the flag. Look at that.
Sorry, I'm losing my shit over here.
Hey, David. Yeah, look at that.
Looks like a mugshot.
Right.
It does look like a mugshot.
I mean, we know he has a whole photo album of mugshots, but
he really does. We should just make a clip of that.
Goodness, between him and Candace. Well, that I wanted to share with everyone. It's just a 2-minute short kind of awareness video.
Yeah.
Where I just read Summer's missing flyer and show her face and stuff, you know. Let me get back over here to it if my computer doesn't kick me off again. Share
it. I just texted Tammie.
Y'all remember when Don said, "Who accused me of selling my daughter for dope?" TBI and FBI.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you.
And how mad he got when I called his house a flop house. He called me live. You take that back! We were not a flop house.
He is not bald, okay? All right, we ready?
Yep.
Summer Moon Utah Wells is missing from Rogersville, Tennessee. On June 15th, 2021, Summer Moon Utah Wells was reported missing from her home on Ben Hill Road in Rogersville, Tennessee. Summer's date of birth is February 4th.
Wait, did we lose Mandy?
I think we did.
Because they just stopped playing. What is that?
Her Wi-Fi might have went out.
Is that a picture or a video?
The county sheriff says right now Summer's family.
Oh, that's right. The TBI, who would they accuse me of selling dope? The TBI. Okay, that goes along with when Lo asked, would you keep doing? Well, yeah, because it was a few of us that got him followed when the whole situation of $50,000 owed for cocaine or something and taking Summer came into play. That's when Don told me, if I ever say anything that's fucked up or crazy, it's your job. You need to report me. And I always thought that was kind of weird because he knew I was reporting him, but he wanted to continue the relationship. So a part of me said, there's a part of him that's wanting to release something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if he's guilty, he needs to release this, I felt like. I still feel that in a way. But yeah, I believe that, Justin. They did absolutely question him because it came up. They did follow him. He made up that lie where he went to the ATM, pulled out money, bought a bunch of drugs, and had TBI following him around as he was getting rid of it or whatever, right? You remember that?
Sorry, I was muted. Yes, yeah.
So that's absolutely. Oh, okay. Thank you, Lolly. I'm gonna screenshot that. The chat would love to see the behind the scenes, like going ons of us as we're all live. Okay, I got your number, Lolly. Thank you.
Yes.
Screenshotted it. He went to Knoxville to buy drugs to convince Ellie he didn't need money. Yeah.
Yeah, make that one make sense.
It
That was
doesn't.
stupid.
It doesn't. Who said? Who was it? Who the hell was it that said they recorded the law to get them off their back? Oh, Stacy Wandra. That's some Stacy Wandra shit right there. I reported that I had remains of a missing child in my yard because I wanted the law off of my back.
Right.
What? It's like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. As you're sitting there in orange scrubs in fucking jail already. Yeah, let's get them off your back.
Yeah, no.
And he's in jail again, by the way. Or still.
Good.
I don't know when that call was, but I think it was from 2022 that I'm thinking of. So yeah, he's back in jail again.
He needs to be there.
Yeah. And it wasn't just no little probation violation either. Because if it was just something as simple, his attorneys, if he has attorneys, would have had him out by now. He's been in there, I think, since before Christmas, no? Yeah, so there's something else bigger going on.
He's been in there for a while, yeah.
Okay, well, you guys, I'm going to look through this stuff. I didn't even get to the 911 call.
We need to do this again.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
sure.
someone else's channel. Because again, I can join panels very easily when I'm at work. It's just kind of hard for me to start like a live when I'm at work because that seems to be when all of a sudden it's ding dong, and it frustrates me a little bit. So that's why I have a hard time doing it. So I like when someone joins me. That way, if I can step away, there's still someone there.
Yeah, we definitely need to do this again.
Yeah.
Summer is getting lost. And it's just, it breaks my heart.
For all of these kids. And, that's another thing. So much mimics Sebastian Rogers' case.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I do think it's two very different situations, but there is a lot. And again, I mean, we've been told we were studied before he was reported missing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So that fucks with me so bad.
Yep. He said those words.
Yeah.
100%. Yes.
And so did Jody Sue. She said she knew us all from Chris Watts.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Well, that's a whole
said that.
different life.
Yeah.
That's
Again,
a whole other mental case.
I can get with you guys for hours and hours, but Mr. Scherer works tomorrow. I don't. So I might do a live like in the morning. But I mean, listen. Yeah. Plan it up, you guys. We got Mandy's due for a live. She's been busy, and Justin. I know everyone is super busy and in deep with Sebastian, but I've been getting some comments, even some emails. Not necessarily from supporters, but thinking I forgot about Summer or just gave Summer up for some reason, and that's not true. It's just that I know when to be quiet. I don't really like being repetitive. There's nothing new to, say I don't like, because what am I gonna bring to you guys? Even tonight, it's not nothing new, but it has been a while. There's a lot of Sebastian coverage, and I want to make sure we're keeping her face and name out there so that we aren't forgetting. It's not that we're forgetting, but when things get pushed into the high profile. Yeah, I think, we all need to do better. Just one less stream, do one stream and, on Summer and,
Yep.
Don't forget Sebastian. That's not what I'm saying. I know people are going to fucking twist everything I'm saying. But I'd like to see a little more Summer Wells in the feed again. That's what I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see a little more Summer Wells in the feed because I think that we have some monsters they're getting a little too comfortable and liking the attention not on them right now. And you know what? I don't want them to be that comfortable.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'd love to. I can gab with you guys nonstop, for hours. So, yeah, let's plan another panel. Even if it's a private one, we just want to discuss amongst ourselves. I love chatting with you guys and running things off you guys. And I feel like I never give the panel guests enough to get everything out that they need to, and we keep finding stuff as we're going. We're finding stuff. This is a good study session, I like to call it, you guys, where we're just going over the information again together. We don't all agree on everything, and we are civil. We're not attacking. So there's too much of that going on right now. Way too much of it. More than ever before, I feel like. And I think that's exactly what they want. So, yeah.
Yep. We'll do it.
I think they absolutely want Summer forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
It's the case. I absolutely do.
So we got to get her back in the feed again and getting these people uncomfortable again.
Right.
Don't forget, Sebastian.
Yeah.
Let's add some more of Summer. That's what I'm saying. More of Summer.
For sure.
Let's keep on the dirty foot's asses. The dirty, dirty wells and the dirty, dirty feet. Okay, we can't be washing them dirty feet in them empty, dirty wells. So let's just keep them both in the feed. And I want to give everyone a chance. Justin, and then is it Lolli or Justin said something different? Lolli.
It's Lolli, like lollipop.
Lollipop. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, my ex.
I say Loli, but it's Lolli.
Yeah.
Because I always think that song. I'll age myself, but that
lollipop,
lollipop, lolly.
Yeah, when we're all together, my grandkids, they sing that all the time because
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And I'm Lolli, so
we're gonna end up on that clip channel that clips people singing. God no.
Oh.
But Justin, do you have anything you'd like to say before I end this show?
Justice for Summer Wells, Don and Candace. We have not forgotten. Ronnie Lawson, get your ass up and do something. TBI, come on.
Yes.
Preach
TBI is sus to me. I'm not gonna lie. TBI is sus to me. What about you, Lolli?
I just say Summer's not forgotten. We can't let her be forgotten.
Mm-mm.
And if we light a fire back up under her name and get these people uncomfortable again, maybe they're going to make mistakes. We have to keep pushing.
Mm-hmm. And there's people already a little uncomfortable right now, so it's time to keep rattling. That's when you want to...
That's what they want, though.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly believe they want it to just hush go away. And they didn't expect YouTube to be part of her.
Hey, Candace, I'm back.
Love it.
Love you, girl.
I'm just watching another interview, the first interview of Don and Candace, the WJHL one.
Yes, I was going to pull that up. But
Summer was the boss of the family.
She was.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That past tense was very early.
Sounds like she wouldn't have gone down without fighting, from what we're being told. So
I think so much too. Like, I think that she was one of those kids that you didn't realize she was in the room.
Oh goodness. Bless her heart.
Her Wi-Fi.
She was either very, very quiet and reserved, which going through shit, I would go through different spurts where I was very, and you guys, like even now, you guys can see it even with my channel. I go through these spurts where I'm to myself. I talk to me, my husband, my kids, and I just, certain people still I'll reach out to, but there's just times where I'm like very, very reserved, or there's other times where, even in the middle of being hurt your worst. You're very vocal. You're very much social butterfly. I used to hear that all the time. You're very loud, and no one would even ever guess what's going on at home, you know?
I look at Summer as this little country girl who stayed up on that hill with her brothers and her sister, mom, dad, grandma, and that was her core group.
Yeah, I don't think
You
she
know?
ever willingly would leave those brothers of hers.
Yeah,
I don't either.
exactly. No way. There is no way. That's
Mandy
what
said,
she did.
I give up. My Wi-Fi is frozen.
Bless her
That's
heart.
okay. And
Well,
Tammie,
thank you for letting me come up. I appreciate
of course,
it. I
I think this is our
enjoyed it.
first time paneling. I'm really
Yes.
glad you joined.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I've got your
Tammy,
channel,
let us know
everyone's
about
channel in the
your
description.
channel.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
Tammie, this is your
Yes.
moment. So you're starting a new true crime channel. What's it called again?
Mhm. Barnes and Noble True Crime.
You got a
Time.
link?
Barnes and Noble True Crime. Yes.
Crime
Can
Time.
you see
Barnes and
chat?
Noble Crime.
I can find it quick too.
Yep.
And for
And the
people who want to
Noble
try
was with
and
a K.
drag her, Noble with a
Noble.
K. Anyone that wants to drag Tammie here, for those that don't know Tammie or have seen her around for a long time now, an OG over here for sure. She helped this platform so much. So I'm not doxing because you're out there, right? She's
Right,
Tammie
yeah.
Barnes.
Yeah.
So Barnes and Noble, come on, that's cute. But yeah,
With a
she
K.
felt a little, with a K. She doesn't think she's on some high horse. Okay, she doesn't. It
She's
just is-
freaking Tammie. She can be on any horse she
Tammie.
wants. She's
Yeah.
too cute.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that. We got Justin's. Yeah, everyone is in the description. Everyone on panel tonight is in the description. I think I have to look at who I have featured on my channels and make sure I got who I want on there. But let me quick find.
All right, my dears. I got to jump down. I got to be up at 5. So I love you
Okay.
guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Thank you for joining.
Night, night. God
Bye.
bless everyone. Thanks,
Bye.
Chad, as well. All right. Justice for Summer. Justice for Sebastian. Justice for Michael. Justice for all these babies. Good
Yes.
night.
Good night.
Good
Love
night.
you. Good night, Mandy. Lolli, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for letting me come up. I really, really enjoyed it.
You're welcome
Nice to meet
anytime.
you, Lolli.
Nice to meet you too, Tammy.
And we'll have more discussions to come because I know everyone said they've been missing the party panels, so we'll
Yeah,
plan some more.
great.
I don't want to always do them on my channel. I want them spread around. I want people to have to. I want it spread around.
Yeah,
Even Steven's around here. Cher doesn't care just about her channel. I would like for people to sub up because you will be seeing a lot of me, I think, over here. Tammie, can you get your channel link? I'm not.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
gave
search
it.
you.
I gave it to Mandy.
Okay.
I think she's gonna put it in. I think she's
So
gonna
if we
put it
can-
in there.
Perfect. And again, that's in description for
Okay.
Tammie as well. So sub up over there. Sub up Lolli. Sub up Justin. Sub up Mandy. Sub up Prairie Boy. Because he'll be on his channel at some point. I don't know. I promise he's not locked in the closet. We don't need no save mark or whatever. Maybe you do. Baby! Do you need to be saved? He said, no, I'm fine. Yep. He's in bed. I let him in the bed tonight.
Oh,
He's
that's so
fine.
nice of you.
Yeah, he's fine.
Oh,
He had dinner. Okay. He had some Dairy Queen. I fed him. He's good.
there you go.
Yes.
That was the reason I wanted to start my channel too, was to separate the true crime from my Looking Glass channel.
Yes. Which I
Yeah.
think is a good idea too.
Yeah. And Cher helped me with the names, so I definitely didn't come up with that by myself. She helped me.
That's great.
She
Well,
helped
maybe you like it now, and maybe something hits you later, and you want to you can always rename it.
Yeah,
I just thought Barnes and Noble was just clever.
it is.
And also, we Googled what noble really means, and it actually is very fitting because it's also, was it justice? To get justice?
Right.
Or something? Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we just
that's
put
a
the
good
K
name.
on it. Just put the K on it so it doesn't get me in trouble
Right?
with Barnes and Noble. Yeah.
This
All right,
is this
ladies,
is how
I'm
she's
gonna
talking
go.
now, but you know when she's on her true crime channel for a couple months, she'll start talking like us, like I don't give a fuck.
Right?
It's noble with she can take that K out of there. She's like,
Well,
okay.
I gotta get up and going first, right? Before I can
There
put
we
my
go.
big britches
We'll
on.
get you going. We'll get you going.
Yeah.
For
Thank
sure.
you. Thank you.
There's her channel
Good deal.
right there. Yes, sub her up. So yes, I'd love many more conversations. You'll see us talking again, you guys in chat. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the new members. I don't do much on members. I want to. I always say that. I just always feel bad because I don't want to. I don't know. I gotta do
I'm
better
the
with my
same
members.
way.
You know, it's hard because you want to give everybody. You don't want people to have to pay for what you have to say, but then you do have people that are nice and they want to support you that extra mile,
Right.
and you feel like you owe them something. Yeah, it's just a hard place.
It is.
It's not that I don't want to. It puts me in a weird position. I like to try and be fair to everyone. I appreciate, because I know most people that continue to be a member for me, some of you guys that know that I hardly do anything, but you continue your memberships, and I adore you guys, love you guys, and appreciate you guys. Because I know it's just to help, you know, but I do want to do better. We'll figure it out.
I could see how that would be a hard spot to be in.
Yeah, because what I want to say, I want, like, if I'm only giving it to people that can pay, not everyone's hearing it. Not
Right.
that what I have to say is important all the time anyway, but, you know. Okay, ladies, again, I could gab for hours, but thank you for joining on a late night panel. And we'll talk again soon.
Thank you. Y'all be good. Goodbye, chat.
Bye, chat. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, Lolly. Good night, Tammie.
Good night.
Good night, chat. Thanks for being a part of this. I'm going to call it a study session because we're kind of like in the middle. Because, again, we were like sending things back and forth in the middle of the conversation. So, trust me, believe me, all of us on panel are talking behind the scenes all the time. So we'll plan another chat. It was good to hang out and have a chat with everyone. Again, any creators, I would love to see more Summer in the feed because, and now is a good as time any to re-rattle these cages because people got too comfortable. And there's some situations going on in there where it's time to start making these suspects uncomfortable again. Jody Sue, we didn't forget about you, boo. That's just another whole show after I get a translator or two to decipher it for me. But I will see you guys tomorrow, and I'm sure someone will be live tonight. I'll see you in these streets before I fall asleep. Again, thank you everyone who joined the panel. I know you guys have your everyday lives busy on your channels, so I appreciate the time that you set aside this evening for this conversation. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.